Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And fun story, guys. I was just in the office finishing everything up. I drove back home, and whilst I was driving, somebody calls me up and says, "Look at this news." So I look at it, and this is what it said right here: how to track official election results on the Ethereum and EOS blockchain. I am so freaking bamboozled that right now I am standing next to the road on my laptop making this video. All right, so that's a very interesting thing, but I got so hyped up. I just wanted to share this because I think it's very, very cool. But also, guys, make sure you check out the Growth Masters Academy. I make this stuff just for you guys, and I think it's going to be very, very awesome, giving you guys some extra income tips. But also, my question of today is just really, are you happy you invested in crypto? Yes or no? Just longer term, are you really happy that you did? Or if you could have the chance back over again, would you decide to skip it? Let us know in the comment section down below. All right, so let's check this article out. Because even though I have a lot of stuff here, this was by far the most interesting one of today. For the first time ever, the official US presidential election results will be posted on the Ethereum and EOS blockchains by Associated Press. So yeah, this is not even a small feat. No, it's actually pretty damn cool. So, by the way, if you're asking me how does this all work, I have exactly zero clue. As again, I just stopped and I wanted to look into everything, but I got so freaking excited. So, beyond just posting the results, though, the AP is using the blockchains behind the scenes in its own application programming interface, meaning anyone tapping into the official AP results can verify the accuracy and the blockchain data, or using the blockchain data. As Facebook, Twitter, and others have taken advanced steps to fight off false claims about results earlier in the day that might influence later voters, using the unalterable blockchain to timestamp the results could pave the way for how future elections are handled. Quote, AP is the gold standard in counting the vote and declaring election winners, said Dwayne Desaulniers, AP Director of Data Licensing, in a statement. The AP has been calling U.S. elections since 1848. On the servers, the API is just like any other software interface where a company gives access to its data to either a paying customer or the general public. First, the software developer at various news and research sites built their own mobile app for viewing results or identified their existing app as a repository for the data. Then, during the election, the app polls the API at regular intervals, looking for information such as race results on a state and national level, including vote counts, delegate counts, and whether or not a race has been called. And additionally, the Associated Press voting data will be posted to Everypedia, a blockchain-based competitor to Wikipedia that uses software called an oracle. So that term is actually coming back, which is rather interesting. To ensure the data that comes from the outside the blockchain is actually accurate, Everypedia is built using Chainlink, open source software that uses the $4 billion Link crypto as a part of its consensus building processes. Now, we don't need to go very deep into how this all works because, again, I'm not too sure exactly what the plan with this even is and if this is all going to be working nicely and how we can all get access to this, because I am just new and I would like to hear guys' help on how this is going to be working, or I would just have to read myself in a little bit further. But I am so excited to see where this world is going, all right? And two main things here I need to tell you guys. One is how the internet of value that Ripple is often talking about wanting to create actually allows for these things as well, But another thing is they allow for voting on itself. They allow for votes on the network. And of course, I guess registering the votes that are done somewhere else. It kind of depends though, because if you think about it, the internet of value, I don't know if the voting system itself, if it's done outside, would still properly work for storage. I mean, storage itself would work, but you're still going to need an oracle, I guess, like how they've done it now, to verify that the data is accurate, right? Because even if you're going to store it on what the internet of value is trying to be or what Ripple's trying to build, there still needs to be a way to verify it, right? And I don't know exactly how they would do it. Maybe if I looked a little bit deeper into it, there is a way that they can do it through the internet of value. Maybe that's the whole purpose, but I don't know too sure about that. What I do know though is that these things are not unique. These things are not new. They've been thought out for a very, very long while. We know they are possible, but I'm thinking this is just a very good step into the right direction of showing the rest of the world that things can be and will be a lot better using blockchain, all right? It's really, really crazy, the use case that's being built right now. Another part here is about Cardano, actually, or also known as ADA, for some of you guys that do not know. They actually are also in talks with governments to get this type of stuff done. And a couple of days ago, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of IOHK, who's also behind Cardano and ADA, has also said, Donald Trump, hit me up. Let me help you guys out with this voting process, stuff like that. He's always into the jokes to a certain degree, but also because they want to work on a national government level, he's always looking for opportunities like that. And again, guys, make sure you press the like button if you appreciate the freaking efforts, to go on the side of the road here and record a video. There are even cars. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's cars just driving by, but that is that dedication I got for you. All right. Yeah. I just had to. I got too excited, man. I got too excited. Ripple made MoneyGram rich, but what about XRP holders? And I didn't want to cover this article because I think it hits too close to home for a lot of you guys, but I just had to. So the big thing is, right, MoneyGram, Ripple's putting a lot of money into that. But what about us? What about the holders? What about the people that hold XRP for dear life? They're just holding on. What about us? Now, a little bit earlier, Crypto Airy went to Twitter to state that everybody who's just holding is not really adding to the ecosystem, right? I mean, that's said a little bit harshly, but that's kind of our words anyway. They are harsh words because it is kind of the truth. Things like Flare are what are building, I guess, on XRP. Even though I don't like Flare, as I've said a ton of times before, they are building indeed, and from that perspective, yeah, they are doing something rather interesting, or maybe you want to say very, very good. Just kind of depends. Now, having said that, though, my phone is doing something crazy. Having said that, though, let's check out this article because, well, we want to know, where's our money going? Are they still going to do something for us? Is this gas thing all that's going to be? Is Ripple only going to invest in their programs and leave us in the dust and stuff like that? Well, first off, logically speaking, I should add here that Ripple has the most amount of XRP. So, if you also read a couple of Ripple articles before and you've followed David Schwartz on Twitter, you know that the highest benefit of the XRP price going up is definitely Ripple, and there's multiple benefits to the price going up higher. So it's not like they don't want that. Even though XRP has yet to experience the benefits of Ripple's relationship with MoneyGram, the token looks poised for a very bullish impulse. And I could skip that, right? But no, I didn't read over it. He said here, even though XRP has yet to experience the benefits. That's not true, all right? Because theoretically speaking, all we want from these partnerships from Ripple is the use case and is the fact that people are using XRP. So the only kind of twist he could have given this here, which is the more practical result here, is that we want this to also give us money. We want this to increase the XRP valuation, which it might not do or might have not done yet. I don't know if it ever will, but saying that MoneyGram here or any of these partnerships have not done anything for XRP, yeah, that's very strange to say. Have they increased the price? It's a different question. Have they done something? Well, yeah. I think for right now, all Ripple is doing is just building up connections, waiting for the regulatory approval seal, and then launching a lot of things. Why? Well, we've seen before with a couple of their partners that either Ripple can't hook them on because they're not liquid enough at this point, which again might kind of relate back to the regulatory issue part where they don't have enough partners. On a different note, some have not signed on to Ripple because Ripple is not out there enough yet, right? They need more corridors. Now, about those corridors, I'm going to say once more that if they get the regulatory approval, they can work a lot quicker. They'll get to a lot more places sooner. And from that perspective on forward, they said, 2021 is going to be the year where they got every country out there. So yeah, maybe that's also what they're going for. Another theory I had, which again is not grounded by anything, so this is just pure speculation, not financial advice, by the way, is that Ripple is waiting for CBDC in the US to roll out so they can actually start pairing things with the CBDC to become that standard instead of the normal fiat currencies. It's a theory, it's a thought. I've been thinking about this for a little while, but it does make some sense. Going for CBDCs is a lot of benefits in comparison to going for the normal fiats because CBDCs are going to be the complete craze. So if you're a good part of that, it can be very, very profitable and very influential. Ripple handed over $9 million to MoneyGram, although the payment is set to serve as compensation for providing ODL. XRP has not benefited. Still, several technical indices suggest that the cross-border remittance token is on its way to the greener pastures. Yeah, I think we can skip the article here. It's pretty dumb if you start to think about it, saying that MoneyGram has not done anything for XRP. I don't agree with that. Let's move on, though, because I got a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Gold Telegraph, I've actually never seen him before, but I guess he's a gold news type of guy. He said here, boom, here is a chart directly from Deutsche Bank. Go to page 15, a new monetary system is coming. Read this. And you can see the picture here of page 15. And even though it is not talking about XRP, it is, again, on the lower level mentioning ISO 20022, which is something we've all been really, really excited about. That's one thing. I guess the second part is that, Swift is always going to be involved in all of this, which you guys like. I mean, yeah, we were just talking ISO 20022. But the cooler part, I would say, where is it now? Where is it now? Somebody said it right here, is how in part, in another part, or I guess page 18, they call phase 3 the Big Bang. All right, phase 3, Big Bang, ISO enhancements, Q4 of 2023, Big Bang implementation to enable participants to send optional enhancements. Now, even though I don't know exactly what that means and what they're talking about there, the important point to the thing here is that some of these guys claiming Big Bang, some of these guys claiming revolution and things like that are not even that crazy. Even though it's a little bit of a far-fetched type of scenario, because we don't have any direct links for XRP here, these things are all what's changing our world and what Ripple is working on themselves as well. Because Ripple is not just one small XRP company now. They're a multi-billion-dollar company that's looking to change this world, and especially the financial realm. So once we're talking here about the Deutsche Bank changing something or talking about a big boom, I know it doesn't mean XRP, but it does mean they're making a big change. And to a certain degree, Ripple could be part of that, yes. In this case, I don't know. I don't really think so. But also, things take time. This year, 4 years coexistence phase plus Swift Central Bank Translation Service. This is a whole freaking 4-year plan, all right? We're not talking these smaller changes. And that's also one thing people need to understand when going for Ripple or supporting them is that these are banking services we're talking about, all right? Banking services are known to be slow. They want to revolutionize that, but that's, again, a slow process. Talking about Ripple, Ripple joins Amazon, Microsoft, and others as a member of Civic Alliance. I didn't even know about that. So, I thought my laptop was completely smeared, but it's freaking shade. I think a bird pooped at my window, I think so. Nice. Ripple has joined companies like Microsoft, Amazon, PayPal, Twitter, and others in the Civic Alliance. The alliance aims to promote impartial voter participation in the U.S. Each of our companies is unique, yet we are united by these nonpartisan values. Every American has a voice in our democracy. Voting should be safe and accessible to all. Elections should be fair and transparent. So the problem here is I'm not a U.S. citizen, so I don't really care about your voting system. I'm sorry. But that's also why this type of stuff you're going to have to look up a little bit yourself. It's cool that they've joined the alliance, but I don't really see it as an alliance. I just see this as a, who's working on this? Oh, you. Okay. All right, let's bundle ourselves together, sort of, but they're not really going to be interoperable, I think. I don't know if this will mean better connections for Ripple or if this means jack shizzle. I really don't know. I don't know what the consequences of this are going to be. Binance creates Vault for 5 to 10% interest on BNB holdings. Binance unveils BNB Vault, allowing users to gain manual interest through stake in BNB tokens. This is a very nice one. All right, cool new staking feature, 5 to 10% annually. I'm definitely going to be going for that. I'm also going to be changing a lot of my BS coins on Binance over into BNB, and then I guess what is it called now? Leaving it to this API program, getting myself a little bit of a yield. Now, some have asked me what exchange do I recommend. I actually never recommend exchanges because I don't want to associate myself with that type of thing. The only thing I think in the comments section I am a how do you call that? A referrer for is BitTrue, but that is because I put some money on there to grow over time, because you also get an interest percentage, right? So that's again why I've recommended that. It's not like I say, go use this exchange to change your money. I don't really do that type of stuff. I have a Coinbase link there. It's just I don't really see that as an exchange either. I just see that more as you want to get your fiat into crypto, so you use that platform, or you want to cash out. Now, the time I put that link there is like 3.5 years ago. So by this time now, yeah, they've grown to have more pairs. Before it was only, I think, Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum. They've really, really grown now by this time. So again, things are changing a little bit, but I can't never really recommend exchanges, all right? I don't try to push that upon you. And even if I have one, it's most likely because I'm using it myself, all right? And then I'll just might share that. But I'm never sharing some miscellaneous thing in the comment section down there. If I share it, you better know I'm using it myself, all right? I told you guys 100% honesty. And if I promote something that I don't personally use, I'll tell you. So don't you guys worry, all right? The comment section, no, not the comment section. No. The bottom section, which is my description, is always going to be 100% safe, or I will tell you guys about it in the video or in the description itself. What's coming for Bitcoin after the US presidential elections? This is stuff you don't need to read because he doesn't know, I don't know. All right, there's just pieces of speculation and we can talk about it, but he doesn't know. All right, you need to have that as a baseline that you might as well guess, because every logical thought will count. We don't really know. It's just kind of a bet of likelihoods, but still, again, it's going to be just, as I said, a bet. And then let's see here what I got. This was also a cool one. Nearly $1 billion in Bitcoin from the fourth largest wallet was just moved. By the way, I am cold as can be. It is almost 1 a.m. No, it is 1 a.m. just now. That is pretty damn crazy as well. It is so freaking cold here. But the fourth wallet has just moved a ton of Bitcoin. Some people were asking me what this is about. How the frick could I know? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea. It's the first outflow activity of the wallet since April 2015. Vice previously reported that the address has been passed among hacker circles in an attempt to crack the wallet and access the Bitcoins inside. I don't get how they would do that either. I don't really get how you could do things like that. It's $1 billion. That's crazy though. All right, another cool one was Microstrategy, the company that's being very known right now for having some reserves in Bitcoin, will not drive corporate adoption of Bitcoin. I don't think Michael Saylor is going to drive corporate adoption in this space because he's really speaking the language of Bitcoin and not the language of corporate treasurers, and that has to happen. We're very bad in this space, speaking the language of the others that we actually want to encourage into the system in the end. So what I'm thinking there is the guy from Microstrategy, I guess his name is Michael Saylor, and Microstrategy themselves, even though they've invested a lot of money in Bitcoin, they're talking with us about it. They're not talking to the public about it, and that's really not achieving much. And even though MicroStrategy's stock has increased a little bit with all of this, they're still not, putting in the effort there to get more people onto it. They're just, talking with us more, which I guess is what they're trying to say. I don't know if this is completely true though. Them making such a step is already a good thing, which could push the price and could push Bitcoin a little bit. And then just a quick recap here. I told you guys earlier that PayPal was going to be reforming, but I forgot to mention that they are going to be allowing 300 million people in 2 to 3 weeks instead of a couple of months. So they've really made a very, very big expansion in that sense. Very, very cool. Ripple CTO on why XRP is facing low adoption by banks despite solid infrastructure. This one is just about the fact that XRP at this point doesn't have the regulatory get-go or go-ahead, which is a very, very big issue for them. And can Bitcoin hit $17,000 next? Watch these 3 key Bitcoin price levels. yeah, you can watch out right now, okay? But the election might ruin everything or might change everything. I've told you guys in my previous video here that there's a very, 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 very close range right now, that we really have to watch with our closest eyes, because these two things are going to be very, very important, very pivotal, like I've said before. So again, stay tuned about the price for Bitcoin. And those are going to ultimately decide what the rest of the crypto are going to be doing. But I think that's also going to be determinant, or determined. Wait, let's go just for determined by the stock market and how the elections are going to be coming along. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.